The First Order. This formidable faction would rise from the ashes of the Galactic Empire, and would cause the New Republic immeasurable amounts of grief for decades to come. But, what is the First Order? As a note before continuing, this episode will contain potential spoilers for The Force Awakens, so if you haven't seen the film and you want it to remain a surprise, then divert from this video now. But, without any further ado, let's continue. The First Order originates straight after the Battle of Endor. In this single battle, the Empire lost its leader, best weapon, and countless troops. As a result, sensing the Empire's weakness, huge amounts of anti-Imperial rioting and rebellion ensued, which the Imperial High Command struggled to quell. The New Republic was quickly formed, which received huge amounts of support all around the galaxy, and it then dedicated itself to ending the Galactic Civil War with the Empire. The final nail in the Empire's coffin came exactly 1 year and 4 days after the Battle of Endor, with the Battle of Jakku.
Now over the barren world of Jakku, we stand against the Galactic Empire.
The Republic had gained information of a key Imperial munitions factory, which, if captured, could prove a turning point in the war. Despite the Imperial fleet being significantly diminished, the overzealous Imperial command sent a huge portion of their waning fleet to smother any chance of a Republic victory. However, the rebels used concentrated strikes to make the most of their inferior numbers. As well as this, they sent ex-Imperials to board the Star Destroyer the Inflictor, which subsequently caused it to crash into the surface of the desert planet. This resulted in a Republic victory and severely crippled the Imperial war machine. With their ability to wage war impaired, and facing internal unrest through the power plays, the Imperials were forced to sue for peace with the New Republic. An agreement was reached, which resulted in the signing of the Galactic Concordat. This agreement heavily favoured the New Republic, and would make it almost impossible for the Empire to regain control over the galaxy. Features of the agreement included: Imperial ships have to remain a certain distance from the core worlds. Companies were forbidden to sell weaponry to the Imperials. Also, the recruitment and mobilization of stormtroopers was completely forbidden. As a result, majority of the Imperial forces fled to the unknown regions of space to avoid the Republic's gaze. It was in the unknown regions where the remnants of the Imperial leadership came under the command of dark side user Supreme Leader Snoke. This resulted in the founding of the First Order. The First Order quickly expanded their domain throughout the unknown regions, colonizing planets and beginning huge construction projects to build a substantial military and navy. Following the ideals of the Galactic Empire, the First Order strived to make itself a galactic superpower. They quickly breached the concordance by forming a huge army. As well as this, numerous companies found loopholes in the Concordat, which allowed them to sell the Order large amounts of weapons, giving them everything they needed to rebuild their once great Imperial war machine. 3 decades after the Battle of Endor, and the New Order had become a significant threat in its exile in wild space. The New Order's strength had gone unnoticed by the Republic, who believed that the New Order was little more than a fraction of the former Empire's might. Whilst rebuilding under the command of Snoke, the New Order planned how it would reclaim the galaxy from the Republic, and how they would reintroduce the Imperial ideals back into its people. The opportunity finally came when they discovered a snowy planet out in uncharted space that was suitable to hold the Order's key to victory: the Starkiller Base. This base was accumulation of dark energy translations used in the Death Stars, combined with hyperspace tunneling to create a base that would dwarf anything the former Empire created. This is as Snoke and the Order's command knew that if they were to defeat the Republic, they would need to be far stronger than the Empire before them. With seemingly endless tides of troops, a great fleet all backed with their new superweapon, it was only a matter of time until they would strike against their enemies. Ultimately, the First Order was severely underestimated by their opponents, which allowed them to grow their power base to a level that made them more than a formidable opponent than the arrogant Senate of the New Republic could imagine.